All right. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get this up. Sweet. All right. And I will move this over here. All right. Perfect. I do need to get this up. Where is that? There we go. All right. Sweet. All right. Let's see what we got today. Dawson, good morning, man. How are you? All right. Wow, SPY jumped up a lot. Okay. Out here. Guess we can see if we work our way up there. Keys will be at supply a little bit sooner. Could look for short off of that. Love to see. PLTR. Does look like we'll have supply there. So we can mark that out. See if we can move off of that. To the downside, probably nothing over here. I'd probably rather just play off supply, or if we move back down to demand from that gap up, we could play that. Amazon. Don't love anything here. Yeah, I don't think there will be anything on Amazon. Nvidia looks similar. Yeah, again, I don't think anything here. Not really gonna have anything that's pushing us down, so I don't love shorts there. At least in the morning. Miles, good morning, man. How are you? IWM. Ernie, good morning. How you doing? You could say there's demand there. It's not my favorite. I am doing good. Doing good. Thanks for asking, man. Just kind of debating if I want to consider that demand. I just don't think I'm going to be able to trade off it either way because we'll have supply up here. Yeah, probably not. Goog ripped last night. I don't know who saw this, but I got like 3 notifications on Robinhood for Goog going up. So 226. I believe that's all-time highs. It is. It's like Goog investment from a while back's looking great. Football love. Good morning. I believe that's Massimo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Cindy, good morning. Goog, yes, sir. Goog to the moon, man. I was actually just looking. I always forget where I bought Goog, but I want to say it was like 168. Yeah, 168.50 was my average. So that's beautiful. All right, I swear every time I do the Wednesday live, my allergies are the worst. If I'm not doing the Wednesday live, my allergies are perfectly fine. Wednesday, they're horrible. Ron, good morning. How are you? Obviously, we won't trade anything on Goog today. It's up way too much. Ooh, an Apple gap up as well. 238. What was this from? Did I miss Apple news? I didn't even see anything on Apple or about Apple. I'll take it though. I would assume Apple probably goes down a little bit. So we'll see if we hit supply. Could look for a rejection play off of that. That's good news. That's big for Apple. It's a big gap up. My math's correct. That's about 3%. Oh, it's just the Google news. Okay. Just the tie in there. AMD looks like we're going to get above supply. I'd be very surprised if that held, considering we're about 13 cents off breaking it. We'll have some demand down there. I don't know if we'll get back down there though. So I don't really like anything here. I don't know why I moved this up. I meant to move Apple up. Meta goes up. Again, kind of same thing as AMD. We're going to be above supply. There's not really going to be anything here I like. Hood, another great chance to get in below $100 yesterday. I bought an extra couple shares. But in terms of where it is today, I mean, TLM shorts actually look pretty decent on it. We'll have demand down here. Kind of depends what we do in the morning. Yeah, like we will have supply here. The market drops a little bit. This could be a good TLM to the short side. We'll have to see what the market does offer it. Microsoft. We'll have some demand here. I kind of like that 1 hour a little bit. 5 is also pretty clean. Hour. Could just look for it to move up to there. We did tap them or supply though. Unless you want to start your supply up here. We tapped the gap. Maybe put supply there. Again, it's going to depend what the market does at open. Coin tapped demand yesterday. Pushed up really strong. Of course, I did end up taking that. But really good move. We got supply here. Could look for a supply rejection. Where do we gap down from? Up there. So they're definitely more bearish, if anything. I'll throw that in secondary. I wouldn't love that play, but it wouldn't be bad. Tesla gaps up pretty big. Do have some supply here. Not the best supply in the world, not horrible though. Could look for a rejection there. AVGO gaps up. That's going to be in no man's land. TSM gaps up. Again, looks like we're going to get above supply. I'll draw it out, but it looks like we'll be just above that. Someone remind me to check TSM as well. Oracle's going to open again above supply. This supply already got hit though. Not too worried about that. MU above supply. Hit that just at close. Looks like we'll have a nice 45-minute supply here. Could see if we reject that. Visa. Could look for a bounce from demand here. I'll include the wick there just so it's a little higher. So I wouldn't mind that. We did get above supply, so we could look a little more bullish there. I'm going to put that in TLM. Netflix. I don't even know why I look at Netflix. I've been trading Netflix in so long. I'll move that down here. Shop. Again, closest supplies up here. We'll have a little bit of demand down here. I doubt we get there though. That'd be quite a big move. Uber. Inside some supply here. It's pretty. I wish that was a little smaller. I almost don't even want to include that. I'd rather just draw the 15-minute here. Right on the edge of our TLM zone. See if we reject that. Roblox. What do we got? We never hit that demand yesterday. Could have been a solid play. Obviously didn't hit. Not really gonna look at Mara. Boeing's up. Okay, we got enough good stuff here. This is fine. Let me get this out. Get this out to the team. Do that. Let's see. Let me remember to actually put the picture of the watch list there. There we go. All right. Let's see. We got a few people in here. Definitely more than I've typed in chat. So if you are in here lurking, let me know. I want to see who's all in here. Let's see. Okay. We do have job openings at 10. So be a little more careful this morning. Might take a trade. We'll see. See what the market does. See if Apple hits that. Coin looks like it'll open a little lower than I anticipated. Tyrell, what's up, man? EA2400. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? All right. Let's see. Gotta check on this. Make sure I'm logged into Thinkorswim here. There we go. D, good morning. Christopher, good morning, man. How are you guys doing? Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Wednesday. It's an interesting week as well. We had the short week with Monday off, and then we had news yesterday at 10. We have news this morning at 10. We have news tomorrow at 10 PMI, and then we have 8:30 news for unemployment Friday pre-market. So quite an interesting week here we got. Inside the moment. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Miles, you still here, man? Because I believe, yeah, you are. Do you want to hop in that call right after I end this? Just because I'll have some free time, so we can start a little early if you want. Brian, good morning, man. How are you? How are you doing? I'm going to go through, just double check things, make sure I didn't miss anything. Amazon will be good. NVIDIA's fine. Could keep an eye on that on NVIDIA. I doubt we'll get back there. Sure. Okay. Sweet. Teddy, good morning. Ryan said good. I am doing good, man. Thanks for asking. Thank you for asking. Maybe I should keep an eye on IWM. I don't really love that. I don't know about that. 45 is just so weird. Shows a low cleaner. You look at NQ and evaluate. Take a peek at NQ. Looks like we're at some demand here. If we break through that, we'll have some demand down here. Definitely have some supply here, here, and here. I'd be more pushing towards shorts just with all the supply in the way. That's kind of the same thing I'm looking for on QQQ as well. But yeah, that's all I'd be looking for. Just rejections off supply there. Ricardo, good morning, man. How are you? PLTR also good for TLM. Is PLTR also good for TLM? Yeah, it could be. It definitely could be. I don't love the first kind of hour we had, but we did kind of consolidate the rest of the day. No great demand in the way to look out for. So yeah, it could be good. I think it'll probably move up to supply here and look for rejection off of that instead of TLM, to be honest. That's what I'm looking for more. But if we open and we can push inside, I wouldn't mind it. The only thing I'd be a little worried about is maybe a bounce off this gap, because that's going to create demand there. So you could enter before that if you get some acceptance and some good structure to the downside. I would be a little worried about that gap though. So that's kind of why I want to see it hit supply before we start looking down. I think no worries, Ron. No worries at all. All right. Let me make sure that I got this stuff up, which I do. Perfect. Let me log into Vanquish real quick. Maybe I'll take maybe if we take any trades today, I'll take it on Vanquish as well. Look at that. Hood's going to open a little higher than I initially anticipated, but I don't mind that. Still have to look for a low break somewhere in here. This would be a pretty tough TLM to pull off. We need it to move basically perfect. Would need like a perfect move. Could happen, especially with Qs being at supply. That's why I kind of like PLTR off supply as well. So I think if Qs pushes up a little bit, PLTR will as well. They'll both hit supply, and then we can look for some downside moves on both of those. I don't know if Apple will hit supply today. Microsoft might open inside demand, which could be good. Coin's opening a little lower. Oops. So in terms of that, I don't know if we'll get up here. Even if we do, it's going to be tough if we open this low, because we're going to open right near that close yesterday. It's going to be a little difficult to get a low break. I do like Tesla off supply as well. If we can get that, I'm going to actually move that up here. Look for that. My only worry with that would be Qs pushing up. That might push Tesla up a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't break through supply. That would not be fun. All right. Hood open should be good. PLTR opening lower. So this might actually move towards more of a TLM play. Tesla looks like it's going to open right inside the supply. Would I play? I don't think I would. Seeing if maybe I'd play coin to the upside. I don't think so. Okay. Hood opens there. Not the greatest open. Not bad though. This could be a rejection just off that 45. That actually makes it look a little different. That trade might just take a little while. I don't know if I want to be in that. Let's see. Tesla, good rejection. It's like we bounced off that wick. I might just move down. Might just push down. See if that develops some structure here. Microsoft. Demand's pretty solid. As much as I would like to maybe play TLM on that, I think that demand's too solid to do that. Because technically we could play it down to it. It wouldn't be great risk reward though. PLTR drop. Yeah, that's pretty substantial. Actually, pretty good spot for it to hit for TLM. I don't mind that. That'd be quick though. We need that retrace. It's not great risk reward targeting there. Probably just go straight to it as well. Tesla dropped a lot too. Wow. Demand there's a little worrying. You do something like that though. Don't mind it. Definitely wouldn't be my favorite trade. With news, that'd be quite risky as well. Might see some chop. Hood with a good drop. Yeah, PLTR is going to keep pushing. Hood hit that retrace pretty well. Yeah, that would have been good. Just didn't see that in time. That would have been good though. Now the question is, did PLTR push too low? That's the question there. Uber pushes up quite strong. Very strong. What's Q's doing? Kind of chilling there. Well, and PLTR just never gives us the retrace. We can't do anything about it. Hood pushing up. think I definitely would like PLTR more than hood. Just don't really like where hood bounced from. I don't know if PLTR is gonna give us the retrace. Might also be too low. Looks like some demand there as well. Yeah, that worries me a little bit. Might continue downwards, but that does worry me. I think the more I look at it, the more I end up actually liking hood more. PLTR just went there. So PLTR never retraced, which is fine. So not going to consider that a miss because didn't get what we were looking for. Tesla pushes all the way down. Okay. Let's see what hood does. Good acceptance in the zone. Fuse like hits. Does hit the wick a little bit, or it does hit the wick there. I love trading just off that wick, but some ground this, but it's just your investigation before open, correct? It was, yeah. Walter, good morning. Got a hood on the wick 3 minutes ago. I like it, man. I'm a fan. I am a fan. See what it does. See if that hopefully doesn't push back up on you. But we'll have to wait and see. God, I forgot hood spreads are not the greatest. That was the only demand there, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's really solid acceptance there on hood. Uber's not going to do anything. Visa didn't really open necessarily where I wanted it to. This hit wick as well. Yeah, just barely. No retrace though. Q's given some retrace, but all that really did was hit wick. I'm a huge fan. I think hood was definitely the play. Looks like it'll continue its push. Wow, Visa. What a drop. You have demand there, though. Yep, there goes head. Really good play if you got that one. Very good play. It's one we probably should have just taken. That was really solid. So coin does. Coin just kind of in the middle there. Microsoft looking really strong. Nothing else really doing that. Yeah, if you got in hood, it was a great play. I mean, honestly, I still even like hood here. If we get back, just target demand. I don't know if that'll push back up. I doubt it, but I don't think coin's gonna do anything. It's kind of a shit open. Don't know if that will. I don't think that's gonna get back up there. Still get good risk reward there. It's probably something I should have been in earlier. Let's see what that does. Very, very bearish opening. Very bearish. PLTR keep dropping. Wow. Wow, look at that candle. 155.69 all the way down to 152.80. One candle. Jeez. What a freaking push. What a freaking push. HIMS is up 5% today. See what HUD does here. And QQQ shorts. Yeah, off the wick. I don't mind it. I don't know if I love it, but I don't mind it. It's kind of what I expected from Apple. Pretty big sell-off there. Tesla's not going to do anything I like. Visa continuing to drop. We still have that demand in the way, though. Demand kind of takes up all of TLM, so can't really do anything about that. See if HUD comes back. Real big red rooster. What a name. Good morning. Meanwhile, IWM shooting. It just came all the way back, though. Not really off demand. That'd been nice if it was a little lower at open. gonna give you a good long opportunity. See what Q's does. If Q's breaks this low, anyone in shorts on that starts to look really good. Don't know if it will, though. Don't know if it will. Am I wrong counts, Mark? Oh, what's up, Mark? How are you, man? Q's consolidating a little bit. Apple moving back up. Yeah, Apple didn't even really hit the 4 hour. At least Q's is off that 4 hour. There's Hood coming back. Watch us come right up to there and not actually hit the retrace. That would be annoying. Actually, might not. That is unfortunate. Wow. Wow. That is unfortunate. Q's pushes to that low. Q's is just a lot of movement needed before news. I just don't know if I necessarily trust it to do all that pre-news. It's only 10 minutes out. Kind of failed to break that low. Definitely not loving that. It's a strong push up on Q's. SPY doing the same? SPY's actually not doing that. Actually down a little more. Sure, Q's at the retrace for about the 4th time. Adam, good morning, man. How you doing? Apple retracing again. It's such a big move we would need to actually take advantage of profits here. Just don't know if that's necessarily worth it. I don't like that we just hit wick here. That's all we hit. It's good structure, but barely tap that wick. Q's pushing up a lot now. Hood's staying pretty weak through all this. He's a trade copier? No, I don't. I do not. Q's looks like it's going to break daily high. Microsoft's pushing strong as well. Very strong right now. There you are, Mark. Now onto the correct account. I'm not going to take Apple, but I do want to draw it out just because I'm curious if this actually works today. Something like that. Am curious. See what HUD does. News in 7 minutes though. I don't like that a ton. Q's break daily high. It didn't. Failed to break daily high. Which I guess is good. It's good if you're looking short, I should say. Good if you are looking short. I'm just kind of curious about. Actually, not as bad as I thought. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Doesn't look like HUD will retrace. Ernie, I assume you got out of this already. Hopefully. I assume you took profits here, that low. You kind of sniped the exit there as well. See if Q's continues to look weak. See if Apple does. Microsoft, I'm not really interested in anything. MU, I don't think I will be either. It's kind of just with these. It's a big drop. I don't know, HUD's so bearish, but every time we kind of push down, it just pushes right back up, whether it's the same candle or the next. I do like this structure here. I am a fan. If anyone's in Q shorts, Like I said, I don't mind this, but I do think I'd want to see another break of that low. I think I'd want to see a break here. If you're in it already, I mean, you still want to see the same thing, but yeah, it's consolidating so much. Just don't know about that. Apple had a pretty decent drop right off that retrace. See what that does. Do you have news in 3 minutes? A little less than 3 minutes. 7.4 million forecast. So Q's does there. Keep an eye on the 2 minute. Be good. George K, good morning. How about MO? How about MO? Never looked at this. I mean, a little bit of a gap down that hits your supply there. Like a risky trade would have been just like getting in here. A trade like that. I mean, that would have worked out, but that's about all that was ever there today on that. It could have been good, but very risky trade in my opinion. See if Q's breaks that low or not. I think it's Microsoft that's really keeping Q's up. I don't know, Microsoft's pushing down actually. AMD pushed up. Again, not quite off demand. Looks like we are at supply as well. Don't really have a break of a low though. It's really what you'd want to see there. See what Apple does. See if Q breaks this low. News report is about to hit. We'll see what that says to us. See what that says. Hood pushes up. What is news saying? 7.181. That is not really what people were looking for, I don't think. No, my news is not loading. There we go. This might be the lowest actual we've had. I guess April was a bigger gap, but head pushes up post news. See where it goes. Q's pushes, hood pushes. It's a big push on hood. Or on Q, sorry. Doesn't look like Apple was the biggest fan there. Pushing right back down. Hood doing some of the same. Q's is not, though. Which is very interesting. Looking a little more bullish after news. See if this kind of turns on itself or not. Again, I still think this hood play makes sense, but news is definitely impacting it. Not a ton, but definitely impacting. I just don't know after that news if it finds its way back down. Especially with Q's pushing the way it is. It's a relatively good push. Looks like Apple still wants to sell off. Trust your plan? Yeah, I know. Hood though. I mean, I like the plan on hood, but it's just it's looking real strong. I like where Apple's at more. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Curious if hood pushes back down to here. See if you get a red candle close. Yeah. I don't like that Q's broke that high, the daily high. Being more bullish on Apple. I like to see what it's doing. Bearish, sorry. Being more bearish there. I'll have to see. Yeah, we'd have to see such a big push down on hood. I don't know if that'll come. Especially with Q's ripping. That Apple with the push up. You don't love seeing that. Goog jumped above all-time high. It didn't open above all-time high? Yeah. Yeah, I got a ton of notifications last night about hood or about Goog jumping up crazy. It's a good close on hood. Don't know about it. Do not know about it. And Apple's consolidating a lot right there. As much as I like both of these plays, Q's is just looking so bullish. That's just kind of pushing me away from it. Q's is that supply though. Could see a rejection there. We'll see what it does. We will see what it does. It's a good move. Very, very good move. All right. I think we just follow rule number 1 today, which is if you see a good setup and you follow your rules, you didn't do anything wrong. I think we'll follow that rule. And we'll see where it takes us. What do we think of that? Man, Apple is consolidating a lot. I absolutely despise the consolidation. Absolutely despise it. "100%" says John. Yeah, I guess we'll see where they go. We'll rock out, see what happens. Had a very good week last week as well, so we'll see. All right, well, we will we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I think if you caught any of those earlier moves, you did good today. Maybe a little fast on some of them, but I think yeah, got good. Trading on only two stocks today. What do you mean only two stocks? 2 trades is enough for me, man. But yeah, we'll see where these go, and hopefully we get that drop off we wanted. We can have a good day, and yeah, we'll move from there. So I appreciate you guys. For all the people who aren't in Freedom Team, there won't be a YouTube live next week. Just a heads up. So there won't be YouTube. I'll be out of town. So for the YouTube guys, I won't see you till 2 weeks from now. But Freedom Team guys, I will see you Friday. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Appreciate you.